this is Nathan with the Grace Company. Today we're going to be looking specifically at how to sharpen 60mm blades using the TrueCut Rotary Blade Sharpener. We've had this question asked at different times. It does work with the 60mm blades, and there's a couple key things we want to look at regarding the blade in relationship to the placement on the stone. Those are really the items that we need to make sure are aligned appropriately to help us and allow us to sharpen the edges of our blades. To quickly show you here, let me loosen this up and push the guard away so you can see the stone. Inside of here we have a stone, but that stone doesn't go all the way to the bottom of the sharpener. And so what we do when we place the 60mm, we need to make sure that the blade still is lining up with the stone. I'm going to go ahead and close this back up here, pushing this tight. Again, it always goes tight against stone. Tightening that back up here. And again, on the 60mm, one thing that's great about them is you have a lot of blade exposed for cutting. And so we obviously want to be able to maximize our cutting and also sharpen these blades so that you can continue to use them for an extended period of time. What we're going to do is, if we normally would place this and put the cutter on a standard angle, say about 45 degrees, this blade actually drops down past the stone. And what we need to do is we need to drop the cutter down. A lot of cutters have some type of an arm or shouldering, or on something like this one here you can see where the blade actually is a lot less exposed towards the edge of the cutter. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this at an angle that allows that blade to come right back up and be aligned with the stone. And we're going to use the same process that we use when sharpening the 45 and the 28. This process, what we do is we use the stone we sharpen one side, we rotate the sharpener around. Again, we'll go ahead and we'll reinsert this back down inside of there, and we will now hone in the second side. Now, how this process is done is depending on how dull your blade is. You're going to start with anywhere from between 15 to 20 strokes the first time you sharpen a blade. We'll do the 15 or 20 strokes. We cut that in half. Whether you're doing 20, we'd go down to 10, or if we're at 15, for example, we'd go down around 7. We then would sharpen the blade both sides with 7 strokes, and then we would finish up again with half of that number, whether that be 5 or 3 strokes, and then we're going to try to cut to see how well and how sharp our blade is. So again, what we're going to do is I'm going to start off and go from the very beginning. Let's say we have a brand new blade that's been used and it's dull and we're ready to start sharpening it. We've never sharpened it before. We're going to go ahead and drop down our 60mm, and we're going to go ahead 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. We're going to then go ahead, flip the sharpener around. Again, as you notice, this is a hands-off process. I'm not holding on to this. The sharpener does not move because it has non-slip feet on the bottom. And again, we want to keep our fingers and our hands out of the way of danger. We're going to go ahead and take the 60mm blade, drop it down into the slot that we have on the other side. We're going to go ahead and do the same process this time, and I'm going to go ahead and rotate it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're going to now go ahead and duplicate this process, but doing 7 on each side. Once we're done with 7, we'll go back down and we'll do 3, and then we'll try to cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, as I'm doing this, I often hear, again, does this really work? I've had people bring me blades that I can't even cut paper with when I start. By the time I'm done, I'm cutting multiple layers of fabric. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to go ahead and bring this down to 3. What's nice is once your blade's been honed in the first time, it takes significantly fewer strokes. The first time what we're doing is we're matching the angle of the blade with that of the stone. As just a quick recap of the process, what we do is we expose the blade from cutting. We drop it down into the end. We drop the angle of our cutter down to a level that helps us align that blade with the angle on the stone. Again, the other thing that's critical is that we keep our blade perpendicular to that stone surface.